Murder isn't rare in this city, but sometimes a case arrives that clings to you like smoke in your lungs. That night, rain washed the streets clean, but not clean enough. A wealthy businessman lay sprawled beside his shiny car. His starched white shirt was stained red, his wristwatch shattered on the pavement. I'd seen dozens of corpses before, but this one felt staged, almost theatrical. As I crouched, my flashlight caught something. On the broken glass of the watch was a fingerprint, a perfect print, almost too perfect, like someone had left it there deliberately. We bagged it, logged it, and sent it to the lab. I expected a name within hours. Instead, the screen blinked back at us with 2 words: no match. No match? Impossible. Every crook, every drifter, every honest man who'd ever been printed was in that database. But this fingerprint belonged to no one. I shared a glance with my partner, Detective Monroe. We'd been through hell together, but this one unsettled even him. He muttered, "It's like chasing a ghost." We started knocking on doors. First, the obvious suspect, a business rival. He sat in our interrogation room, smug smile under the single hanging bulb. He denied everything, too calm for my liking. Still, the print didn't belong to him. He was slippery, but not our killer. Leads were drying up until we found a witness, the bartender at a small smoky joint near the docks. His hands trembled as he polished a glass, eyes darting to the shadows. "I saw him," he whispered. "The businessman, he wasn't alone. There was another man, tall, long dark coat, fedora pulled down low. They shook hands inside the bar, under the light, like they were making some kind of deal. Not an argument. A deal. That made it worse. A meeting in the dark meant conspiracy. This murder wasn't random. It was a message. Back at the lab, the technicians magnified the fingerprint again. This time, Monroe and I stood close, studying every ridge. Something was wrong. The loops twisted in ways human fingers don't. The swirls broke and started again unnaturally, like bad forgeries. Monroe leaned toward me and whispered, "This doesn't belong to anyone." Because it isn't real. That's when the case turned from strange to impossible. Later that night, back in my office, I lit a cigarette and tried to piece the fragments together. The rain hammered the window. I thought I was alone, until I heard the soft scrape of paper against wood. An envelope slid under my door. I froze, then picked it up. No return address, no name. Inside was a single sheet of paper, typed in block letters. Warehouse, Pier 17, Docks District. Someone out there wanted me to find this place. Maybe it was a leak, maybe a warning. But either way, it was our only lead. Monroe and I went that night. The rain followed us, relentless. The warehouse loomed over the docks, its windows broken. The sign was rusted and unreadable. Inside, the air was damp and heavy. Our footsteps echoed as the beam of my flashlight cut through the dark. And then we saw it. The walls were plastered with documents. Fake passports, forged IDs, enlarged fingerprint charts pinned in neat rows. Whoever ran this place wasn't just a killer. He was building an empire of false identities. On a table beneath a single swinging bulb lay the answer: a pair of black leather gloves. But not ordinary gloves. Each fingertip carried a crude rubber plate, molded with ridges like fingerprints, some human, some distorted. I picked one up carefully. The pieces clicked in my head all at once. The perfect fingerprint on the victim's watch wasn't human at all. It was manufactured. The gloves gave us proof, and the forgeries on the walls gave us motive. The businessman must have been involved in their scheme, and when things went sour, they killed him, leaving behind a false fingerprint, daring us to chase a ghost. We didn't get the shadowed man that night, but we had enough to bring the network down, enough to put faces to the name Ghost. As Monroe and I stepped back into the rain, I thought about that fingerprint, the one that didn't exist. We didn't catch him that night, but sometimes justice isn't about catching a man, it's about exposing what he built. The lab kept the gloves locked away as evidence, but the image of them, it stayed burned behind my eyes. Days passed. The city went on breathing, unaware that something had shifted beneath it. Every rainstorm since then has sounded the same. Same rhythm, same ghosts. Monroe stopped talking about the case. I didn't blame him. Some things are easier to bury in silence. Still, at night, when the rain hits my window just right, I see that warehouse again. The walls, the charts, the fingerprints that never belonged to anyone. Maybe it was never about identity. Maybe it was about the illusion of control. The way a man tries to rewrite himself until even his fingerprints lie. In this city, truth fades fast. But that night it was enough.